Good morning. It's May 22nd. I'm here to give you an update on this morning's Board of Supervisors meeting. We had a very long consent agenda this morning that included a lot of important programs to residents of our county. The first was the extension of our one-stop transitional age youth centers. We call it the TAY centers for short. We have 4 of them around the county. The idea is a supportive environment for youth age 16 to 25, where we can reduce the cost of providing mental health services for them while giving them support in a non-threatening environment. A lot of these young people have been involved in the county's foster youth program, and many of them at 18 find themselves without the family network and support that families provide. So the TAY Center is a place where they can drop in, build networks of support, interact with the community, get accesses to the services available to them. There's work and folks there who try to prevent homelessness among that age population and give them accesses to the services that are available. Fabulous programming. We put some additional funding into that, and we anticipate helping more than 1,500 youth in that age range over the next year. Our behavioral health department agreed to continue the drug court program with the Superior Courts. That agreement was on today's agenda. We are providing additional funding because we've seen fantastic success with our drug courts. These are places where folks who are convicted or charged with drug crimes can go to work with a judge and a staff that are interested in making sure they resolve their drug habits and don't commit crimes again. These courts can mandate and integrate drug treatment and other rehab services to make sure that folks can get off drugs and improve their lives. We had a couple of touching stories shared. One man, at a recent graduation of the drug court, one man talked about walking into his home to find his wife dead from alcohol poisoning. Another woke up after taking heroin to find his brother dead beside him. You can imagine the traumatic impact these people experience and how having a court that is designed not to punish them, but to help them fix the problems in their life and get on the right track is truly, truly important. And many of these graduates of drug court go on to help other folks who have addiction problems. And that cycle of paying it forward is really, really having a great impact. We also came to an agreement with the State Department of Agriculture regarding the citrus pest. This is known as the Asian citrus psyllid, and our solid waste department here in the county has agreed to take waste or infected fruit from local citrus farms, quarantine it, keep it separate, and try to keep the disease and the pest from spreading. This is important to protecting our multi-billion-dollar citrus industry here in California. We did the final extension of our contract with the Inland Valley Humane Society. They provide animal services on the west end of the county, everything from enforcing leash laws to investigating bites and enforcing all of the state and county ordinances that relate to keeping pets. This will be the final extension of the contract, which means the county will be going out to bid about a year from now to provide those services to our West End communities. We'll post their website information below if you live on the West End and need to access those services. We also approved funding for continuing workshops and counseling for the victims and first responders, as well as families of our December 2nd, 2015 terror attack victims. These workshops are going to focus on providing peer support and will address everything from sensory overload, fear, shock, nightmares, anger, sleep problems, and continuing frustrations. We adopted a resolution to incorporate the Rim of the World Active Transportation Plan into the county's non-motorized transportation plan. Those are some fancy words to say that the folks who live in the Rim of the World communities came up with a plan to incorporate pedestrian and bike paths throughout their communities. Those plans are now included in the county's overall general plan connected to our countywide vision, which means when that community decides to apply for grants that might help them develop these kind of connecting routes, we'll be able to support those grants and help them find additional funding. We also extended our agreement to have inmate hand crews for another 5 years. This was a program created in 2013 here in the county. We did it in response to the state's AB 109, which reduced the population in state prisons and started pushing more of those folks to the county. Our sheriff's department and our county fire department came up with this inmate hand crew idea. And these are folks who are trained specifically in fighting wildland, urban, and commercial fires, as well as doing preventative activities like brush clearing and sandbagging. They have great success with this in our county. It improves our costs and efficiency in providing the service to the public, and we believe provides great rehabilitative service and future career opportunities for the incarcerated population. We have almost 100 properly classified and trained inmate hand crew members, and we're proud to keep that program going. We also approved plans to repair roads in an area of the mountain communities called the Valley of the Moon. Like so many of our thousands of miles of roads throughout the county of San Bernardino, the roads in the Valley of the Moon community are not actually county roads. They're private roads, which makes it a challenge to maintain and improve and plow snow from them. So the residents in the Valley of the Moon got together and requested the ability to form a special district. So the County Board of Supervisors agreed to place that measure on the ballot, where the residents of Valley and Moon got to vote on whether they wanted to create a special district and tax themselves to maintain and plow their roads. They agreed to that, and now this is the beginning of the projects to improve their roads that they requested and they've agreed to. This process begins, and we will now seek bids for contractors to do that work. There were a lot of other things on the agenda today. These are some of the highlights. If you have any questions about any of these items or any other activity of the Board of Supervisors or questions about county government, please post below. We'll be happy to get back to you. Our next meeting is June 12th, where we will be considering the county budget. I look forward to hearing from you with your thoughts and opinions about that item. Thanks so much, and have a great day.